Hello, my friends. I've always been talking in my books and my blog about God who shows us his human face. Through his Son, Jesus Christ, his love, goodness, and mercy come near to us. God wants reconciliation, neither death nor ruin of the individual human, but their salvation. What I talked seldom about was that Jesus was an apocalypticist. What does that mean? Jesus was someone who knew the gravity of the situation. God is near, the realm of God has begun, therefore turn back. At that time the reaction of the Volk was, "We are already religious, what do you want?" Today the reactions read from, "I also don't believe in the Easter Bunny, why should I believe in God?" to, "Faith is a private matter. The times of your popular piety are over." Something like a Christian groundwater level which gives vitality and comfort in times of drought hardly exists. We live in a society of shameless egoists which are unable to sympathize with other humans. What a shame! Thousands of refugees are drowning because Europe cannot come to an agreement. How come that the rich always get richer and the poor always get poorer? A tax evader gets an amnesty, while welfare recipients always must be afraid that the government makes deductions of their small income because they missed an appointment with a labor bureau. But the super rich get tax reliefs by politics because it is afraid that they could dislocate their production site into another country. Who wants to be honest today have to be willing to accept pauperization. The saying, "honesty doesn't pay," makes sense again. Of course, you can't lump all together, but unfortunately these generalizations are mostly right. Jesus was an apocalypticist. His appearance has something of a warning shoot in the air, or when the father or the mother counts to 3 and at 3 it gets serious, or when you startle because you have forgotten the appointment is today and you didn't tidy up your apartment and the doorbell is ringing. Beside God's goodness and love, the message God is near not only means joyfulness but also comes along with fright and consternation. The holy God is near, therefore turn back. Already Dietrich Bonhoeffer spoke about cheap grace, billige Gnade. Human, it's about your soul. God doesn't simply say, "No hard feelings, yes terrorist. It doesn't matter how many people you dismembered and killed, no hard feelings. Adolf Hitler, it doesn't matter how many Jews you killed, no hard feelings. You child abusers, murderers, egoists and tax evaders, no hard feelings." No, there is a higher justice. You can't live as if it was all about you and trample on humans' dignity. You can't live as if there was no God. At the end, you have to bear responsibility for your deeds. I don't know what that exactly means for the individual human. If the human facing God can come to his senses and can convert, or if there's a kind of purgatory where they get cleaned and then are able to open their hearts for God. I can't say. But however, I don't believe in an eternal hell. But I also can't believe in an automatism of salvation, final reconciliation, Allversöhnung, which treats all humans equally, no matter if offender or victim. That would really be too cheap. The evil or the devil has no place in heaven and becomes annihilated. Annihilatio. But all these last things are hidden for us and lay beyond our earthly lives. As well, the future of our planet is hidden. Physics assumes that the universe itself expands the Big Bang like a balloon and who is blown up and then, so in a few years, completely contracts again. I'm not that optimistic that our Earth still exists such long. The world's problems, aging, overpopulation, pollution, climate change, poverty, hunger, the increasing loss of God, of the people, and the decline of any values in the last 20 years seems to me to be a sign that we are at the end of the end time. I don't want to make myself important, and I'm not a prophet either, who can look into the future, but I don't believe that we as mankind have as much time. What is if it only were 100 years in which the Earth turns around its axis? I can be wrong, like a doctor who made a wrong prediction to someone who had cancer. You still have 3 months, and the patient still lives today, 20 years later. It's high time. Turn back, believe in God, and live like Christ.